Peace. A win-win reality. What good is it doing you? Hold on. Welcome to my humble abode. Thank you so much for joining me. If you're new, I appreciate you stopping by. I hope you like it. I hope you'll stay. Of course, if that resonates with you, just a reminder to be very conscious and intentional about anything that you bring into your world, your reality. And I thank you for clicking on this video, for giving me your time and your energy, the most valuable currency you have, your attention. All right, let's begin. What good is it doing you to gawk at how the wrong is being done, or obsess over things done and kept in secret, so that it's always a game of, well, if you can't prove it, I didn't do it, with those that you put into position and trust with serving you, men and women of mankind. When we serve ourselves, not at the expense of another, there can be peace, where there is self-respect and self-love. Your self-respect, your self-love aren't found out there. You give them to yourself. You realize them in you, as you. When they are unequivocally in alignment with love and respect, you'll know, because it's a win-win. You create a win-win exchange. Right? Not a win-lose or a lose-lose. In a world where there is only abundance, the master artist's reality, love. There is no less than or not enough. There is so much peace. If we are just able and willing to let go of the insanity, the treatment we've been indoctrinated to accept for ourselves, and in turn, we treat others, our brothers and sisters of mankind. How would you know what peace looks like if you can't see it in yourself? If you've not yet experienced what that looks like for yourself, for all of us, for our world, we're being called to create something which happens from within that is not familiar with the way we've been indoctrinated to live, express, or create these experiences. What that looks like, going from an absence of control over what appears to be going on around you, to simply being who you are, not who you've been molded to be in order to serve the selfish, cruel agenda of insecure, weak, and oh so inflated egos. What does it look like to serve love, the master artist's reality? Self-respect, self-love, as within, so without. We can free ourselves to understand and learn how to let go of the indoctrination, to see the deception for what it is. It's used as a form of entertainment to entertain us. That's why I said at the beginning, what good is it doing you to gawk at how the wrong is being done or obsess over things done and kept in secret? It's being used as a form of entertainment to entertain us. Since particularly, always, it's been that way, thousands of years, but particularly since TV, which there's a tie-in to Gustave Le Bon, a book he wrote, I think in the 30s or 40s, somewhere in that time frame, Psychology of the Crowd. This was studied and acted upon by the, I'm going to say avatars, the egos of Hitler, Joseph Goebbels, and Edward Bernays, who was the father of public relations and the nephew of Sigmund Freud. Now, I could go down a rabbit hole of all of that. I just wanted to interject it because there's a lot in here of my decades of studying and learning and understanding that I'm sharing. And I think it might be helpful for your understanding. So that's why I trailed off on that. We can free ourselves to understand and learn how to let go of the indoctrination, to see the deception for what it is. And yes, it's used as a form of entertainment to entertain us. That's on us to control and manage ourselves, whether we partake, right? Drama, gossip, like begets like. What good does it do to be a part of it and then see ourselves as victims of it? What good does it do to disempower ourselves with that perception? Grooved patterns of behavior. We absolutely have control over the self. This is the entire foundation of what I speak on here on this channel. That's everywhere, if anyone will listen to me. Self-respect, self-love. I got to interject. This is why my whole life I've had this relationship upon relationship with those that I've can only simply describe as vulnerable or fragile narcissists. Narcissism, which is a horribly inflated and terribly insecure ego. I'm over here speaking the truth. They want to, and this is part of the insecurity of the ego, to be like me and simultaneously absolutely resent me and can't stand the truth. The truth is love. Of course, that's an affront to the ego. Ego can't see love. We absolutely have control over the self. This is the entire foundation of what I speak on. Self-respect, self-love. Governing yourself accordingly from the mental, the emotional worlds into the physical world. You're creating your own reality. Doesn't it just stink to create a reality you don't even want? I mean, I'm not laughing at that. I'm smiling because the truth is so simple. love. Egos make things complex and convoluted, and the gaslighting. The truth, love, is so simple. That's why I smile. Not because I haven't been through, I've said this in other videos, my fair share of betrayal, violation, to understand where we want to go. It's necessitated that we understand where we've been. You're creating your own reality, doesn't it? Just stink to create a reality you don't even want. The human body and brain work in very specific ways where when you self-respect and self-love, you make conscious choice to care for what you formerly, up to now, had given away control of to another who hasn't the care or love of others, just self. So this is happening micro and macro. Maybe you had the good fortune of having a really supportive, nurturing family and caregivers that you haven't experienced what it's like to be in relationship micro to these with individuals with these behaviors. But there's the macro. And if you need any kind of make observation about what's going on around you, I say more, that's in fact what's happening around us. You make conscious choice to care for what you formerly, up to now, had given away control of to another who hasn't the care or love of others, just self, ego self. Not authentic care, not authentic love, because what you do to another, you do to yourself, unwittingly or wittingly. We're all one. Love is the only way. Go within with that love to bring that outward then. As within, so without. Can you feel what you can't see? Bear with me here. To feel love for yourself, you will see it in the world. Wayne Dyer used to talk about you have to believe it first to see it. The ego wants to see it to believe it. So in the law of love, it's the other way around. You have to see it to then realize it, to bring it into fruition and actuality. What we see in our outer world was created first from our inner world. That's what I mean when I say, can you feel what you can't see? You have to feel it first, and you'll see it then. I have a saying. It came from my time in therapy counseling, which was the work of I, for I, on I, myself. That's empowerment. And that saying is, abuse lived is abuse normalized. Jiddu Krishnamurti put it this way: it's no measure of health to be well adjusted to a profoundly sick society. And I'll leave you with that. It's up to you to do you. and bring that into the world. The realization of you is the change we need in the world. If you've made it this far, thank you. Thank you for choosing to be the change, for the willingness and the courage to be who you are, who you authentically and genuinely are. It takes incredible courage. Thank you for choosing you. Where you choose you, you serve. I speak of fellow fractals of Source. I speak of brothers and sisters of mankind. Where you choose you, you are serving the all for the master artist. Again, if you've made it this far to the video, thank you so very, very much for welcoming me into your space, your world. I've brought you into mine because I value us. We're all one. And I am keenly aware of our worth. And living without self-respect and self-love, and not even now, it's the frog in the hot water, the boiling water, the way that has been done and occurred. What I'm here to say is we don't have to be victims of what we can manage, the self. So I called this video piece a win-win reality. If you've made it this far, I just want to say again, thank you so much, and drop a peace emoji in the comment section so I know that this resonated with you, that somehow it reached you in a way that either supported and confirmed what you feel and think of and live and want to see in our world, or if it brought some new perspective or highlighted something in particular that helps you. Thank you so much. Peace. Go in peace.